Hello, and welcome to another edition of Wednesday's Words of Wisdom. Today, we're going to focus on kindergarten, first grade, and second grade, and we're going to use some materials that you got in your resource bags. So, today, we're going to have two dice, either a pencil, a marker, whatever tool you would like to write with, and a piece of paper. You will see this chart or this activity sheet displayed on the screen. These are just some activities that you can do with your child, whether they're in kindergarten, first grade, or second grade. And I'm going to show you some of the examples from each of them, and then I'm going to allow you just to read them and use them as you please. So the first one under number identification and place value, this is like the foundation. This is what we really want to have a solid grasp on with our kids. So kindergarten and first grade, the bullet point really pertains to you. So simply, depending on the age level of your child or just their skill set, their strengths and weaknesses, you may just do one dice or two dice. We're going to start with one. You're just going to simply roll that dice, and that child is going to say the number. So I see two dots. And then they're going to practice writing the number. We really need to continue working on our handwriting skills. Then they roll it again. This time I got 2 again. So they're just simply writing. This is just to keep reinforcing those writing skills, the number, and counting, and seeing how quick we can say that number. That's called subitizing. Looking at those 4 dots and saying it quickly without having to count each one. Now that takes some skill and practice, but it can and it will get done. So there I rolled a 4. So just a quick way. The second one is to roll the dice and make a 2-digit number. This really is better for first and second grade. Now, some of our kindergarten may be ready for that. Go ahead, let them do that. That is fine. But we really want to focus this more so for first and second. So they're going to roll 2 dice, and they're going to write out that number. So here I have 6 and a 4. So I wrote the number 64. Then ask how many 10s are there. Then ask how many 1s are there. Another way you can do this as place value, before you determine rolling the dice, you can say, all right, my orange, they're going to be my 10s place. My blue is going to be my 1s place. So when I roll it, I know that I'm going to have a 1 in my 10s place and a 6 in my 1s place. I have the number 16. So another way to kind of flip it up, but you're still working on place value. Now, let's look at comparing K through 2. So this is great for everybody. Now, kindergarten, we may just roll 1 dice at a time. Start small with them. They're really just working on those basic number skills. So they rolled a 5. Roll it again. They rolled a 1. Which number is greater? Let them circle the greater number. Then they may roll it again. They rolled a 3 this time. Then they roll a 3 again. Uh-oh. Really has them thinking. Those are equal. Roll it again. And you can do the least. So go back and forth and really practice those. Now for upper grade, or first and second, they're in those 2-digit numbers a little bit more. So they can roll 2 dice, went off the grid, and make a 2-digit number. So we have 46. Roll it again. And we have 44. Allow them to look at those 2 numbers and compare. Which one is greater than? Which one is less than? And however you would like to do it. Let's skip on down to addition and subtraction. I'm going to go to bullet point number 3. Here, they're simply just going to roll the dice and add them together. I have 1 and 4. 1 plus 4 equals 5. A way you can elaborate and expand this is write it into an equation. 1 plus 4 equals 5. Now, kindergarten, they haven't started addition yet, but it's coming. And so some of yours are actually ready for it. It will not hurt them to go ahead and just work on adding these 2 dice together. Don't have them write it. Just work on adding it together. Get that good solid foundation down. Now, same thing can happen for our first and second. First grade's not there yet, but our second grade is. They can roll two numbers. So here I have 51. Roll it again. And now I have 51 again. And add those two up. So 2 and 10. So working on that. So these are just some ways you can use dice. Now, dice can be used in endless ways, and they can be used for very beginning learners and all the way up to our advanced learners. It just depends on the level that your child is at and how we can build on the skills that they are proficient at and enhancing the ones they need a little more support on. I hope this helps you. I hope you find your resource bag useful. I hope you have a fabulous Wednesday. We will see you next week.